Hey folks, and happy Saturday to you. I'm on reserve duty right now, but through the magic of technology, I'm able to come to you from the pulpit here. I want to read to you today from Proverbs chapter number 3, and we'll make a few applications along the way. The writer of Proverbs, Solomon, the wisest of the wise, and he wrote the book of Proverbs to be a wisdom book. Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and Song of Solomon, we all know those as the wisdom books. But Solomon writes these words in Proverbs chapter 3, starting in verse number 1. My son, you do not forget the law, but let your heart keep my commands, for length of days and long life and peace they will add to you. Let not mercy and truth forsake you. Bind them around your neck and write them on the tablet of your heart, and so find favor and high esteem in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your paths. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. It will be health to your flesh and strength to your bones. Honor the Lord with your possessions, and with the first fruits of all your increase. So your barns will be filled with plenty, and your vats will overflow with new wine. My son, do not despise the chastening of the Lord, nor detest His correction. For whom the Lord loves, He corrects, just as a father the son in whom He delights. Happy is the man who finds wisdom, and the man who gains understanding. For her proceeds are better than the profits of silver, and her gain than of fine gold. She is more precious than rubies, and all the things you may desire cannot compare with her. Length of days is in her right hand, in her left hand riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to those who take hold of her, and happy are all who retain her. The Lord by wisdom founded the earth. By understanding He established the heavens. By His knowledge the depths were broken up, and the clouds dropped down with dew. Think about this thought on this Saturday. Wisdom affects the head, but it must also affect the heart. And that's what we learn from Proverbs chapter 3, verses 1 through 20. With our heads, we know God's Word. We have knowledge of God's Word. But with our hearts, we keep His commandments. God instructed us to write His commandments on the tablets of our heart, that we might not sin against Him. He tells us to trust in the Lord with all your heart. We've talked about this a lot of times. He doesn't say just a little bit of your heart. He says trust in the Lord with all your heart. In all your ways acknowledge Him. He'll direct your paths. He says lean not on your own understanding. Lean not on what you know in your head only, but use your heart as well. It's a heart issue. Wisdom affects the head, but it must also affect the heart. And I hope and pray that you have a wonderful, wonderful day today. And I hope and pray you experience the blessings of the Lord. And I hope and pray that God blesses you richly today and forevermore. God bless you folks. Love you. And I'll talk to you a little bit later.